for Sunday night and Monday morning. The show is only broadcast. We help with the day during the how many flights?
That's a lot.
Brushstrokes on canvas, old stories unfold.
Well, I think what they were saying is that it has to like
Mysteries hidden
on
in color so
as
bold.
far as
Cold cases cracked with a splash and a shout.
like an actual hotel, like I
True crime
they
whispers, what's this all
like that,
about?
nautical weather.
Stare at the hues, asking questions aloud.
Right.
Victims' tears in the paint scattered proud. Solving these crimes with a palette knife. Together we dive into yesterday's life. Canvas and crime, making pictures with blood.
So, oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry.
Answers and strokes frail and fine. Lost souls and secrets intertwined in their lines.
Little that was not ever a personal immediate perspective because I spoke to the guy who said, right, we were in the bird, and on the pony, on the computer, and they drive it. This is what happened. Starts walking. I'll take care of it. I go and around. We were meant to go, keep it going off the road at 3:31, 3 on the road. Okay.
Trusting each other, we won't let them fall. Mysteries brushing over the death. Scenes collide with each weary breath. Cold cases walk by the light of making pictures with blood. Speculate with me.
I love this is a good thing right now.
Finding the answers and strokes frail and fine. Lost souls and secrets intertwined in their lives.
Well, then we came out about also,
Hey y'all, listen to the Cut C over here. I hope the link has come through fine. And I'm just relaxing, gonna paint for a little bit tonight. Kind of get rid of a few of my jitters, all that fun stuff. And I hope you enjoy.
Like, he obviously had this. He says in his recording he has his phone with me, but I mean, I think we're at that point with Brian now where we just dismiss what he says. But we know he had his phone to call Carly, to call me, be on Facebook Messenger, to message Dan, right? Like, he had this technology available to him. Why would he not using it to get photos together in the area, right?
I was just going to say about the technology and his phone before we move on from that.
Now here is, oh, this is like just, like I said, I think just at this point, this is something I never in a million years thought about.
And yes, I'm a very, very, very sloppy artist.
Hi, Viola. No, she's doing really well. She is on Rumble and Kick. Her links are on my community tab. But no, she's not going to be back on YouTube. They didn't give her her appeal, and she decided that that was a sign that it was
really
she's done with it, and so she's
painting
getting
cups.
ready to have some surgery in the beginning of May.
Hopefully these will take good shape as we move along.
That's what I wondered too. But
So these YouTube streets been a little crazy lately. Ugh.
I don't know. I keep wondering if like a fight went too far.
He is a tech savvy guy. Okay, we've already established he works for AT&T. He was a phone installer and a phone repairman. He wired his own boat. He was extremely savvy when it came to the boat. There's that message that you found from Lynette saying, "Hey, Brian's busy geeking out and networking the boat." You know, like he knows the business of phones, right? And yet He's floating across from Marsh Harbor for 9 hours with a cell phone in his hand that says on the top, for emergency calls only when you don't have a SIM. All you need to do is hit hello, and maybe it'll cost you more because you've got the American plan, or maybe you'll just get the emergency call you can make even if you don't have a SIM card. That's the kind of guy who would know that.
Well, and I was talking to somebody from Cricket Mobile because I don't want to see the things you don't know, but evidently you can still dial Cricket Mobile to spend money, right?
Of course, everybody accepts phone call when you owe them money or anything, but are you gonna buy something, right?
You want to upgrade your plan, that call's gonna go through on roaming network to get a hold of Cricket Mobile to upgrade your plan to you. The idea of an 8-hour shift, and again, if he did.
Been a while since I painted the natural scenery.
And I think that would be something that you.
Something else I also wonder about
It's still pretty good.
is, because I notice a lot of these, like, they have satellite phones. The truck drivers that go into the ice road truckers, they have satellite phones. You ever watch Deadliest Catch?
Everybody say hi, Cassie.
The, you know.
I hope she can hear her.
They're up by Russia. In literally like 10, 15.
Don't know if you can or not, but
satellite phones.
if not, at least enjoy a little bit of the painting. I guess I could kind of be like Bob Ross,
You know, in the Atlantic Ocean, out in the coast, oh, why would you have a satellite phone for emergencies?
make little happy mistakes.
Oh, you're very welcome. Thank you. I appreciate you being here. Thank you. I will pass that on to her.
Can easily go to, it's not gonna ruin an investigation, say, hey, here's my call log, look, I tried to call Residency, I don't message from your call log, but I tried to get a phone call back.
So Cutsy tonight is reviewing the disappearance of Lynette Hooker,
Yes.
and I think she's doing fantastic coverage of it.
Oh, it's decked out electronic. This is the thing. So.
And we've got a lot of theories out there.
Understand why
I don't want to talk over her too much because I like to hear her theories.
acting like he's so. I don't understand. I don't understand all the I'm just a big old girl. I don't understand technology. And he's literally like probably launch a rocket from his boat with all the stuff that it sounds like they have. Very tech savvy. Working for AT&T as an installer.
I'd love to hear some comments back there if anybody's out there watching. Any suggestions on what we could paint next, all that kind of fun stuff. You do have to take little breaks once in a while with my hands. You get old, you get that arthritis stuff. Always really fun.
Yeah, I mean, especially about who, I mean, it's common knowledge, if you look at AT&T versus Brian Hunter, you will see that, among other things, he
And
was.
I'm
terminated
thinking
for
that I
decision
do
he has
want
to construct.
a nice little beach down
Right?
here.
I don't agree with that. You know.
There's
he-
maybe
he
some
knows how to
palm
work the
trees
guy.
here in just a little
Right.
bit.
Yeah, that was the third time he got fired was for unhooking the GPS in his workshop. Oh, exactly, Isabel, exactly. Yeah, he got fired for unhooking the GPS in his workshop, so they didn't know where he was going. What were you doing?
I am a self-taught artist, so I don't have any fancy terms.
Someone else?
You know.
I then smush and push and slosh it around and have a little bit of fun with it. Get pretty dirty. Clean kind of dirty, but dirty with paint.
Oh, absolutely.
That kind of dirty.
Absolutely.
So,
I love doing my ocean scenery, and I happen to very much be fascinated by storm clouds. So a lot of my art does. When I'm doing my fine art, kindling around.
Oh, I saw that Air Force. I love that show. In fact, I'm hoping they're gonna come back again.
Beautiful clouds in the ocean.
Last we saw, the thing was on the floor of his canvas.
You know, maybe we've got a little bit of a storm coming through.
How to manipulate the GPS device to hide his position.
Which
If
the
you
dark
add that into this story, this becomes very disturbing
clouds
about
with the
what
under there.
happened between the last photo we've seen of him, which is 7 p.m., possibly heading down to the dock.
I love going to the beach when a storm is coming in. Now, there's sometimes you can't stay too long.
Story. Let's talk about how one might have perhaps made it to the yacht with his wife. Tied up the dinghy, gone aboard, something goes sideways. This is all supposition. I don't know if this happened, but if it did, could you, Lane, could you make your yacht go into a ghost ship and
It's
keep
going to
the
be a little
AIS
rough on my
location
canvases and my
at that
brushes,
dinghy
but
anchored
that's
to that
just
spot?
who I am.
Freedom have to do something nefarious with your big boat to deeper water.
So this is what I'm talking about. This right here. is, I had never in my life, I never in a million years thought about this. And we know about, AIS, and if you're a Deadliest Catch fan, you know about AIS and EPIRB and all that. Yeah, it was the finale of this season. He went to go in his room to do something, and is it Clark? Is that his son-in-law? Walked in there and he was on the floor. So I don't know if he was having a stroke and a heart attack, if he was. She only had that big heart attack a couple of years ago.
AIS data would require a 12, I know his model number, okay? But if,
Now listen to this.
We do have some upcoming shows soon, and I really hope that y'all can hear Ketsy.
I totally understand. It happens to me. I've been there. So yeah, no worries.
I would hate to have dead air and all that good stuff, but as you get to know me, you'll learn I'm quite the dork, so anything awkward most definitely will happen on my channel here, but hey, y'all bear with me and we'll get there. Always love pointers and tips. As long as they're kind and constructive. You got some cases that you would like me to cover? I would be happy to look into them. I would most definitely like to be covering cases while I'm painting. Learning how to do some of the logistics. Definitely have to be multi-talented to do a few things here. Ketsy and I will be doing a collaboration probably in the middle of May. She will be covering a case and I will be painting. And we have a fantastic person that helps us out, Miss Truth out there. She is amazing. She's going to coordinate us, and hopefully we will have an absolute fun evenings where we can do it more often. So if you have any ideas of cases you would like to cover while we paint, or ideas of what to paint while we cover a case, I am totally all for that. Lately, I have been revisiting the Scott Peterson case. No, I do not think that he's innocent. I think too much is still against him, but it does amaze me that they are pushing forward with the Innocence Project.
9:30 at night, so Saturday night, 9:30 p.m. Suddenly.
But so far, the evidence that they've pushed forward or have released still is not convincing me
Here are the logs. He went in
that
with all of this.
he did not
I guess that it's
take his wife and his son's life.
There's actually websites that you can track votes.
I'm curious to know if there's anybody out there that might happen to be a truther for Scott Peterson. I would love to hear your thoughts and ideas. The reasoning as to why and what may be going against the evidence that is out there. And maybe there's evidence that I haven't heard yet. That case, I don't know why, but it's always intrigued me. A lot of it has to do with I was pregnant at the same time that Lacey was. And I did give birth to my youngest son. So, you know, when you're pregnant, you tend to have a lot of different feelings and emotions, all that good stuff.
15 to possibly 30 minutes to row to Marsh Island.
Not sure why I put some paint down in the water. I guess I feel like I needed it. Maybe we've got some reflection going on down here.
You know, quote unquote, fell off. Or
still very interested in the Nancy Guthrie case. I just still have a very hard time understanding how, in this day and age, with so much security cameras, technology, everything out there, how anyone can even possibly go missing. I don't understand that.
They were making the crossing, go back to like Seattle and go back to their ports.
But it just something kind of stinks in Denmark there.
So, and for me, that's obviously
Uh,
why I looked up on it.
For
because
those that have known me around the community, that type of stuff, the true crime community, which is now most definitely the trauma community, unfortunately. Never knew it was such a thing until I got involved in it. But I did order and received, I do have JLR's book.
Never having reached soulmate. So what happened at 9:30 at night on board that boat?
I'd like to review that a little bit more in depth, not just the lawsuits that he put out there, but why he's writing about them. Some of the things got the conspiracy mind, which is mine, and part of me has to wonder, is there some hidden message in there or thought process? Why did he write this book? Has anybody ever heard if he's ever said why he chose to write the book? I would love to know that thought process.
Well,
So there we go.
Yes, I'm very nervous painting over here.
A whole month before,
Oh,
Ola Lisa,
I apologize for my ramblings.
do you know that Ola Pecao is the only thing that I actually remember from Spanish class? He bumped in my wedding. Oh, yeah, he did. He definitely went back.
Wish I could say hi to Cutsy at the same time that we're live.
And
let's soak in there. Let's see.
But she said in the previous one that
See,
the Bahamian police
I have you.
confiscated
my
the pink
life.
Apple Watch.
Let's see if she'll say hi to us.
They confiscated it, so
I really like her. I like her style. I like her thought process.
she had. We
So
saw
very
it.
similar in that area.
Hi. Just be careful doing that because that's one of the things that they're busting people for is using repetitive content. So if you got me on there, stop me and start me and talk about me. Talk crap about me. I will get mad at
And talking and painting.
I wonder, or at least find something that shows that she was nowhere where he said that she was. Yeah,
Deep breath. Now I'm taking a deep breath. This is something that I've really wanted to do for quite a while. I have a lot of knowledge of a lot of different cases, and I would like to share those theories and thoughts and all that good stuff.
That's awesome, Susanna. Yeah, see, that's it. You can track
Some
all
old
that stuff.
cases that I'd like to revisit. I am working on a case with Truth. Like I said, she's amazing. She brought a case to both Cutsy and I for Tyler Doyle.
Oh, absolutely, Lisa. It is.
That's a bit of a mystery. I'm not going to get into that tonight because I do have a lot of questions and I'd like to be a little bit more prepared. This was an impromptu because just let me try to get rid of some of my nerves here.
I believe it's him. I think it's the guy that he got the phone call with.
Do you think we need lots more crowds up here? I can't help it. I really do like making cows.
Everybody keeps saying, why didn't she leave? Why did she stay? I just don't understand it.
Oh, we're talking about Magnolia now. Dude, we're just talking about JLR.
That's what I wonder. If it went too far this time.
Yes, no.
And he'd said it before. Remember, I should have finished the job.
Oh, no, she's still talking about the Booker case. But in case y'all didn't catch that, he did make a comment according to Lynette's best friend that during one argument he had made a comment after choking Lynette that he wished he had finished the job. So when you've got comments like that and a missing wife,
that power, and it wouldn't just shut off on its own. How did that boat shut down at night when he's supposed to be,
where is this woman?
Maybe setting off a flare at that point. It's all very curious. I think one by one, the pieces are
I think what bothers me the most about the Booker case is, okay, if she went overboard, it's been shown and proven that the water was not that deep. She could have stood up.
That's something I noticed.
She was a strong swimmer.
Has a kill switch right here.
And the water is very clear, much like the water I'm doing here. Very clear. So
The kill switch.
why have they not found her? If she drowned, unfortunately, where's her body? Where's she?
So
Where?
right here, there's lines, and
Um,
then there's this card fixed in there. So I'm wondering which one is.
and I can't help but say if my loved one fell overboard and was missing in the ocean,
To the right, by his arm, is that right?
I don't think I could ever leave until I knew what happened. Where is my spouse?
Oh,
I mean, I know eventually you have to give it up, but how many days was it before he went to California? Wasn't long.
they
Wasn't
tried it
long.
out, they had something like that.
He's gone through a couple. Like, so everything about him
I
is
think we need a UFO over here somewhere.
He's not your average 59-year-old who's like, give me a two-stroke. They don't sell those in America anymore. Where's my sexting kind of guy? He is, smart watching.
As far as we know, there was no blood on the boat.
No blood on the boat.
Yeah, 9 hours.
Listening to Cutsy here.
We
But
just
he
don't
was
know.
gone for 9 hours.
Whacking her with the oar.
Oh, that's a good idea. Could he have hit her with the oar? Could he have choked her?
With my watching
And
person. And so
unfortunately, that moment of violence went too far.
I think it's the word you use. For us, I'm not a tech savvy person, and I would screw it up if my friend still goes, but there's also a lot less on my boat. And the battery logs for me, if I was the investigator, we all have managed our battery systems out here down to the hour to know what we're consuming. Can I make water? Can I do a load of dishes? Can I turn on hot water?
Well, it all depends on where you finished her off.
And I think this boat, they were actually living on this boat.
Maybe he knocked her out somehow.
That's a good thought, Cutsy.
She passed out, got her to wherever he was gonna dump her, and then gave her a whack or did something so that, because around Lover's Key, the people that live on there, the ones that found the panel, said that they refuse, they will not swim that water because there is what they call a patrol of bull sharks
Oh, Lord.
that go around and around and around that island, that whatever they call an island,
So
that piece of land, and so they don't swim in that area. So that
if she went overboard in that area that Cutsy's talking about,
maybe not up by the resort,
and there are bull sharks in there,
water in this area,
would we see remains of her?
obviously, at high tide, there's enough room for them to get around.
We have to watch our power systems and what's draining and what's drawing, and that's all wrong. And it would be very interesting to see. And what
Sorry, I heard going to the other room, nobody's here. It's for me.
scares me is
And Cutsy's got ghosts. I don't know if y'all heard that or not.
like there was nobody on the boat until the sun came up and the soldier everything back up again. Or are there probably events? Did somebody come on the boat and have a shower? Turn on the water pump. You can see that's fighting power. Did they come in and turn on the lights? Stuff like that. You can
My husband
Exactly,
eats me a
yeah.
snack over there.
That's just it. It's
Let me
I think
ask
it's
you,
just
babe,
ignorance of people who have
if
not
you
been
fell
in situations where
overboard,
they don't realize it's
a little bit of
not
rough
that
seas, and maybe there's some bull sharks
the
known to be around in that
longer
area, would you
harder
still
it
find
is,
remains of a body,
especially
clothing?
if you have kids.
He says yes. He's a sailor.
It
So,
doesn't sound logical,
Still, they've not found anything.
but when you're in that headspace, it happens. It happens,
On the water, or have a shower, any of that, right? If I ever got back up on a sailboat after being out all day, or even going to the shore and back,
She's addicted to us bear force. Yeah, the boat was a mess, but it all depends on where it happened. What happened on the bow? Because they said that it was the inside of the boat that was a mess. It could have happened outside. Nobody knew. Because the time before that, they were somewhere, and he had put his hands around her throat.
So even if you're listening or end up on replay, for this upcoming date night, so to speak, that Cutsy and I are going to have, I was considering putting together like a little paint kit that can be shipped out. So maybe if you want to paint along, You can be prepared. What do you guys think of that? You think that'd be silly? Go get your own stuff. Just a thought process. Something that would just
But things were better, they weren't.
bring everybody a
drinking,
nice,
blah, blah, blah.
comfortable evening without
Then we
stressing or
find out that's not the case.
worrying they didn't have what they
Exactly.
needed or
No,
anything
exactly.
along those
It
lines.
doesn't take that much, and it doesn't take that long.
Now, Cutsy does
So
nails,
nice out.
as you can see. I don't
Spray it,
do.
whatever.
I do.
I could probably
I get.
rinse
I
off the
get
back
color
of the
from paint.
with a little, shower nozzle in the back of the transom. Or I'd get maybe get into one of the little bathrooms and, I was able to small
I
shower.
wish I was a bit of a girly girl, but unfortunately I'm not. I'm more of a tomboy. I like going out there in the garden. I love
That's just the
painting.
rest of it, it's just him, giving his,
And
what do I wanna say, like, just giving his,
we might need some palm trees in here.
like what they do on the daily, so I'm going to copy to. And then we'll go to.
Waiting to see what Cutsy's got coming up here.
Paste that. Move it's sticky. So I've got the link to this video. Now let me do this. I just want to find this real quick.
Oh, I need a bigger desk.
Let me find it. Oh, history.
So if you're wondering what I'm painting on, this is actually canvas paper,
I need to like.
which is kind of nice and convenient. You know, I don't have to set up an easel. I typically don't paint with an easel. I do tend to just paint flat. And I'm very awkward when I'm doing a large painting. I tend to move my canvas all around. So if you see me holding this, I know a lot of, I see artists, they take down their paper to their desk or where they're painting at. Probably a very, very smart move. I've tried that a few times, but
The short of that guy.
I'm very
talking about.
awkward when I paint.
Oh, here.
So I tend to move my paper a lot. And so when it's taped down, I feel like I'm limited. I hope I don't make anybody dizzy over there. I gotta figure out. I appreciate anybody that's joining me tonight. I am just trying to, like I said, learn a few settings and try to get rid of a little bit of my nerves.
For us guys, it's not just about.
And enjoy the evening.
For us guys, it's not
Painting
just
does
about
relax me, which is always nice. However, it relaxes me so much I tend to lose track of time. Let's see, I think I need a little bit of darkness.
Sailing cameo. Put.
And
I'll put his link in there.
I am using a total of,
Okay, this message is for all the men out
right now,
there.
only 2
Recently, in the last few weeks,
paintbrushes.
my algorithm has completely changed, and I found a world that I did not know was
So
as
nothing
large
over
as
the
it
top.
was. And that's the world of
I
domestic
do
violence.
think that I do want
And
to have
every
a little
single
bit of
story that comes across my feed from my algorithm.
a
How?
little bit of
You got censored?
a palm tree over here, maybe.
Yeah, 'cause I didn't
Maybe.
see anything. I haven't seen anything that you said.
I really love the beaches that were on Guam. So you'll find that a lot of my
tourism that's changed.
sand that I paint,
dramatically.
especially here in Pensacola, all that sand is very white.
YouTube is on one. Yeah, they're on one lately.
Why did she stay? Why did she leave? How about us? How about us, guys? How about just get a fucking divorce, guys?
Ooh,
Right? If you have reached the point where you have ever put your hands on a woman you loved out of anger, you can put your hands on a goddamn pen. Okay? I met the woman.
Oh, that's
I
a good
raped
point.
On July 15, 2005.
this is going to be very awkward when I replay it and we don't hear Kathy. I really hope you guys are hearing what she's playing.
That's not the beginning of our story. That is not how we fell in love. See, in May of that
Oh, if that's
previous
the
year,
case. I
I
guess
got
I do have the
divorced.
option just to delete it. I don't know.
Me and my
Bad
ex-wife
days.
fit together like a discount Lego and a real Lego. Not quite snapped in all the way, it's just a ton of friction trying to make it work. It looked
People go up in there, right? Just a second, let me do something real quick.
Maybe a little bit of foggy coming in.
That's not gonna work.
I don't want your lines to be too crisp for your horizon, but definitely gotta have a horizon. Yeah.
it felt like it should work, but it didn't quite work. And my ex-wife, without physical violence involved, decided she wanted a divorce. I went through every range of emotion during this process, and I think for every day since, she is happily married to men. Happily married to this woman. I don't know what would become of us if we kept trying to make it. But men, if you've reached that point where you feel like you cannot control your emotions, that this other person has pushed you to a point, take everything you've been trained
We're
not to
listening
do.
to a bit of a commentary of an opinion
I'm
of
sick and tired of seeing she should have left.
alternative to
Where is
domestic
your
violence.
integrity?
And I agree with this 110%. Get a divorce.
Good night, Lisa. Thanks for watching. Thank you. Hit that like button on your way out for me if you haven't. I think it is too, Isabel, because that's something that, like I said, it's been a theme lately. There's been a lot of them. We still have, and I'm gonna keep mentioning it until she's around
All
too.
right. So
Starla Goings.
we've got a washed out in the view that I see on the camera here. Hopefully some of the colors will pop a little bit later. Maybe it's I got the lights too bright from
They were having issues. There were rumors
from the
of TV,
monitors. It looks like maybe.
but she was worried about leaving her things. She didn't have anywhere to go.
So
And she never came back. Well, she came back to the fair that night. They know because, again, her Apple Watch connected to the home Wi-Fi. And according to the husband, they got in an argument and she left out walking at midnight. Okay, it's pitch black at the UP at night. Very much how it is out at Nancy Gunther's, just darker than dark. And her car was found at
let's see. What y'all think? We need a palm tree. I think we need a
Oh.
palm tree. Do I have those
those, like,
colors
park
here
and
for
ride
that?
parking lot
Um,
down the way from her home. And she hasn't
It's been a long time since I've actually painted a palm tree, so
And
it's a good practice for me tonight.
find
Let's
anything.
see, let's see.
Couple
Oh,
days
there's
after
some
she never
color,
reported her
some more
visit.
color,
Actually,
getting color.
that's even the worst part. He never even
I'm
reported
upside
her
down, I think.
visit. Even when I was in Florida, realized she was gone. Couldn't find her. She never got hold of her. They called it and did a welfare check on her. And they went out. He told the police his story. And a couple days later, people in town, because it's a very small town, started seeing him taking her stuff out, throwing it out in the garbage or the dump.
Let's see.
Now, mind you, the children that they have, or children they have together, he's not even giving his children
Nothing
their
major
mother's things.
special here.
He's just throwing it out. He's mad.
And
He's done.
then a little bit of relaxation on the beach.
That's horrible.
Just
Let me get the.
let me talk about a little bit of
I'll get the
true
link to
crime over
this
there.
if you guys want to watch the whole thing, or if you wanna follow him, this is that guy, this is that friend that was just speaking. He is the one that I believe,
So I do a lot of drawings as well. Some of you have seen my characters, and I had a lot of fun doing those too.
I believe
I do like
that's the
to,
friend who,
well, I can't
they
seem to
talk
stick with
and
just one
that's why
thing.
those are the ones that record conversation, because that's just, something's not adding up, it's not copacetic.
I
Blake,
do like
that's that
drawing
Blake
my,
guy, but
I
he
do
is,
serial killers.
Sailing Cameo is the name
Um,
of their, in fact, I'll subscribe, because I like this guy.
And then I
He's
put
the
them
one
on shot
that
glasses,
did,
making them killer shots,
the video of showing how fast it takes for
which
the,
that is a lot of fun
dry bags to
too.
blow away. This is him. So he's really helped a lot. He has been
One of the
totally
upcoming
transparent
subjects I would
about
like to
everything
talk
that
about
Greg
as
was.
well
I believe
is
Greg
most definitely
knows
serial
he's not
killers.
gonna be, but this is the guy. Like I said,
Of course,
he's
everyone's
the
very
one
interested
who
in
talks for 45 minutes. He
more
hasn't
details
laid
on Rex Sherman
his
with him
latest
pleading
excuses
guilty.
down. He hasn't laid his story down.
Absolutely, I want to hear more about that.
Then everyone's gonna believe him.
Serial killer wise, I'm still very intrigued with the Green River Killer, Mr. Leon Ridgway. Now he, interestingly, is on hospice, and I actually keep waiting to hear news of his passing. But he's been in hospice for several months now. Before he actually went into hospice, he actually spent a few weeks at the police department, sheriff's office. I'm not sure they won't release what he was there for. There was a small leak that suggested to hopefully help find more bodies of some of these women that he did murder. I have not heard anything from those. The only thing, in fact, they've got it to where the records are sealed. I think they sealed them for like 10 years, which is a bummer. But I do hope that they got some resolution or something out of this meeting, whatever it was. And here I go. I can't help it. I do. I'm an odd artist. I flip my stuff around upside down.
I'm just close enough to not get signal from anybody pretty much. So what he would end up doing.
Take a look at palm trees. They got these ridges in them.
He would have to go like just outside
Actually,
of
it's
town where
fascinating
McDonald's
me.
was. You have to go pull in McDonald's and then upload everything and then call me on the phone to make sure, at the end that everything was right and everything, but.
So I wish I could find out what
Exactly. He's like, what happens if there's an emergency?
Gary
I'm like,
Ridgway
"Well,
was
the
able
town is
to
small." So, pretty much, and there's like 4 or 5.
let the authorities know, or if he was able to give them anything more. He's always claimed to have killed many more people than what he was convicted of. But, unfortunately, these were women that were living on the streets or living the risque life. So he didn't take the time to get their name or anything like that.
They do like they show like videos of them sailing and stuff like that. It's pretty cool.
But he used to always say he could remember where they were. There were so many that were not found based on his confessions.
Yeah, I always get a really good signal.
And he's actually, besides Sam Little, I think he's number 2
on that note,
of
I'm gonna work on this
prolific killers
so
in the
just so you
United
guys know,
States.
memberships are paused right now. That's another thing. I'm not getting any of that money. So,
Cutsy, I don't understand what YouTube has done.
And YouTube is, now I don't know if I get my appeal, if I win it, if that will go back to me or not. I know that the membership can turn back on. But I guess it'll just be something. If not, then just bear with me, hang out with me. I'll still figure out some way of, anybody's interested in the website, and any of my wares, my nails.
So
or
please go
the
help Cutsy out. I think that would be
yeah,
a great
sure.
contribution to this
Away.
community.
Guys,
She's got a website.
support me here all the time.
If you go like and subscribe to her, what she's saying right now is that she cannot get memberships
Memberships come back on
while
the
she is on appeal.
There's free shipping, so it's, they put this guy in here.
But a lot of channels that has happened to,
And I've got
which is
new nails up
sad
there.
because we have a lot of really good creators out there that have a lot of good content and a lot of great opinions.
Things,
And I'm glad
some of the tools
that
and stuff
she
like
is
that. I've got those up there.
continuing.
And I have just, again, I'm
And
still waiting
people just hang in
on
there.
my containers for the
I do
scrub.
not have
That's so-
subscription. Well,
and
yes, I have
once get
subscriptions.
that,
I don't have memberships.
yeah.
Maybe that will come in time. I hope so. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And
I need something right here. No, actually, I got, there's a funny story I'll tell one day about,
maybe we
a Boy
can
Scout that there used
do
to
even
be
more
a,
paintings
nuclear
together.
merit badge, in the Boy Scouts, and they took it away because there was actually a Boy
And I'm
Scout
curious if you're on replay, have any of you heard
So we always used to laugh.
of
and say
Leon
that that was
Ridgway
awesome.
and his meetings with the sheriff's department before he went into hospice? I truly keep waiting to hear, because it was my understanding that his health had really very much declined, which typically that goes hand in hand with going on hospice. But
I'm trying to figure out a schedule. So
I
that
don't know if he's
I can catch certain
conscious,
people.
if
I know
he's
certain people I seem to catch certain people earlier.
lucid. That's the right word I'm looking for. Lucid.
So what I'm going to try and do is sometime earlier on Wednesdays, when the Tuesdays are.
If he's able to share more.
Wednesday is going to be website Wednesday, where I either introduce you.
What I would love to see.
Doing a set that I'm putting on
I just think it would be amazing if so many other families that maybe are still missing their loved one, that didn't know what happened, maybe have a chance to know what happened to them. You know, because right now it can be suspected that they were victims of the Green River Killer, but
oh, I'm telling you.
there's no
youngest,
definite
my
proof.
oldest was young.
I really need to work on
smart.
talking and
Really
painting
have
at
to
the same
make sure
time.
we steer him in a good direction because he is so smart. He could literally be an evil genius.
I really would love to continue doing this and
So,
sharing my art and getting to know all of y'all and hearing new theories, covering other cases. And I really have the wrong green here.
And if he's home, I'm gonna see if you can rub this shoulder for me. This is what I figured out. It's right here. It's right here at the top of my shoulder, and it's right here, and it is making everything. My neck
And for those of you that have been on these YouTube streets for a while, I really could use some pointers. Help me understand what the hell I'm doing. I got lots of questions.
I got a hood dryer. But if I do that,
But
then I have natural curl.
I'll keep pushing forward with just figuring out a few things on my own.
And everybody make fun of me.
I have some big shows coming up,
I'll show you my natural hair someday. I'll actually blow dry it.
which I'm very excited about. I've got one coming up in New Orleans at GalaxyCon.
That takes a whole bunch of weight off the ends.
I'm really hoping that I have some extra time while I'm there.
One of my boys,
William Shatner is one of the celebrities that will be there, and I would love to meet him.
big ringlet curls
The last celebrity I got to meet at Pensacon was,
I now have that little old lady, big brown perm. You know what I'm talking about? They get their perm.
can't tell when she's done at the same time right now, I guess.
I actually
The Ancient Aliens guy. Why can't I think of his name?
Like, he's the big, they're like the big peach roller.
He's a lot of fun to meet. It was actually my second time meeting him.
That's what, maybe I'll do that on camera.
Really fascinating man to talk to. Giorgio Tsoukalos, I think is how we pronounce it. Very difficult name to pronounce, but really fascinating man. I would love to speak to him right now and ask him his thoughts on why so many scientists and co-hosts of Ancient Aliens are no longer with us. Is there a conspiracy behind that? I think we need to cover that story. We need to talk about that story. Maybe one day we'll paint some aliens and throw out some theories on that one, because I would love to hear everyone's thought on that. I feel bad. I feel like I'm talking over Cutsy. She's about to go to bed, y'all, so please make sure, even if you're on replay, please make sure you go visit her.
It was,
Give her a like and a subscribe. I'm learning all those YouTube words, right? Kind of weird being a creator after just being a sub of so many channels for so long. But I really do enjoy being able to share my opinion and share my art. That's what's really important.
let's see if I can, there we go.
And I scrolled. So after GalaxyCon, I do have CreepyCon, which is going to be in Knoxville, Tennessee. That last year was an amazing show. So busy at that one, I did not get to meet any
There we go,
celebrities.
okay. So, can you see her? This is Rosanna Dana.
Oh.
So,
Rosanna
that's what my
Dana.
hair looks like. When it gets humid, it's horrible, so. You alright, Ethan? You be okay? Well, that's probably about the.
Maybe I should do like a giveaway. Come see me at one of my shows and mention my live and
Oh, yeah.
get a discount.
It's probably about that.
So at these horror cons, you typically will not find my fine art there. Those are more about my serial killer characters. And the art behind that is I do create them all with watercolors.
Yeah, on that note, I am going to.
And after I have them created, I scan them.
Yeah, as per cream.
And then I use a process called sublimation and put them on products.
Awesome. It is a leaf. It's for inflammation. It's a leaf paper.
I'm getting a little bit
This
muddy
stuff
here.
is absolutely awesome, you guys. Like, it doesn't completely take everything away. And I can't remember the ingredient that's in it, but it's something different than like aspartame. It might be something similar to aspartame. It's different than what's in like icy hot stuff like that. And so, I have been living on that stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna see if he'll put some of that on me. And
You know, when I used to do my palm trees,
yeah, it really works. I was like,
and I used to make them a little straight.
Other one that works. Oh, I love my.
And then you got to remember
Yes, they used
that
to.
it is
That was the only thing when I worked with a chiropractor.
all that's a little bit of imperfection that should be in there.
I don't like icy hot. It smells so bad. The Tylenol one actually smells really good. That one, it doesn't work as well, but it smells better.
We're gonna flip it around one more time.
So yeah. So all right, you guys, thanks for coming and hanging out.
Thank you,
If you're
Cutsy.
new and you like hanging out with us, please hit the subscribe button and hit the notification button so that you know when we go live.
Cutsy's gonna go night night.
Check and make sure if you want to be subscribed to me, you still are. I've had Katie said today, and somebody else a while back, a couple people said that they went back in. When they went back in, they noticed that they weren't subscribed to me, and that they knew that they weren't, that they had done it themselves. Oh, that is for sure, Agus. I'm telling you. My mom told me, just wait till you hit 40, it goes downhill, and then every 10 years after that, life just kicks you in the butt.
Yes, it does. That's true, Patsy.
That's what
Ooh,
we were
just
talking
kick
about
you in the
earlier.
butt.
My doctor's doing all this surgery, take all this pain pills and stuff. It's like, I'm just gonna stick with my pain cream and getting on with business. Because what are you gonna do?
That's right. I agree with Patsy. I hope you guys can hear her. She's talking about, as we get older, oh, we get those
Eventually, like
creaks and moans and pains and all that stuff. And boy, let me tell you, I got a lot.
Worked hard during your life. You used your body for what it was made for, maybe some a little bit what it wasn't made for. But thank you, Isabel. Thank you.
Talking about some of the creams that she uses to ease some of the pain in her hands.
Oh,
And it's so funny. She's naming off all the same ones that I've got here. So yes, we all tend to know that pain quite
My
well.
old neighbor was a roofer. He had a fall similar to that.
I think that we are going to need some other colors than what I've got here on my table.
Of course, media
And
surgery. And but
I need a few things to dry. I need a different color. Don't bear with me.
You're like me when I broke my ankle and I was walking around down it.
Let's see. You want that one and that one?
They make me sick. They don't take away my pain. So it's just, and they actually make me hyper. So, oh my gosh.
It's been a while since I've done one of these. Just grabbing a few different colors. I know we're upside down. I have to learn how to do all that. I need a little bit of a darker green. Green I had over here. Too bright. So we're going to turn Pepsi down just a little bit.
And oh no, how did you drive with your right butt?
And let's see if I can focus myself just a little bit here. But yeah, 2 shows coming up. We have GalaxyCon and CreepyCon. Now I am doing a local event here at a little place called Alyssa's. I say little, but it's not really little. It's not quite sure what you might call it. It's where you can go and see all different things that all different people make. Almost like a flea market type event. They're doing an event for Mother's Day. So I will be there for that, which would be a little bit different, a nice little break for me from serial killers and all that good stuff. I actually will be bringing my fine art with me. And there's no paint left in this one. Oh, watch, it's going to go all over the place. No paint left in this one. I just need a little. Maybe that'll work. I've been painting flower pots lately. And maybe tomorrow I'll post some pictures, do like a little short or something of the flower pots that I've been painting. Hoping maybe a few people might like them and want to buy them for Mother's Day. That's what the event at Alyssa's is for Mother's Day. And so this would be a nice little addition to bring with me there. And let's go back to this brush. Nope, I don't like that one. And I'm always looking for new ideas too of where I can put my serial killers. They're on. I've got them on coffee mugs too. You can always drink with an MO, that type of thing. Kind of weird that all these call them creatures. I realize they're all real live people that did horrible things. But it's like they've been stuck in my head for a very, very long time. and now I'm able to get them out. I can't think of any serial killer that I've done so far that I haven't studied first. And what's really fun is the people that I meet at these conventions. I bring that up because there's another couple out there, and I will have to link their they do drink about something. Very fun couple, and while her husband has a few drinks, she lets him know all about a serial killer case. And what's really fun is we've met a few times at Scaradice in Tampa, and they buy my shot glasses and bring out shot glasses as they're talking about that serial killer of the month or week, whichever way they do it. They're a lot of fun. I really enjoy them, and we'll have to put their link down in the comment section too. I like listening to her talk as well. She's a lot of fun, and he's a lot of fun too. Great people, great people. I'm hoping that they will actually come meet up and see us at CreepyCon in Knoxville. They do a lot of traveling, so I would really love to see them there as well. But if not, coming back around in October, I will be back in Tampa for Scaradice. And then after that, I think that would be the last one of the year, unless I am trying to get on with Cajun Con, which will be held in Gonzales, Louisiana. I love Louisiana. That one is in December, if I recall correctly. And oh, I would love to be in that one. I think they've been around for a few years. Scott Inez, I hope I pronounced it correctly. Scooby Doo, the voice of Scooby Doo. He is the one that runs that show, and it's very much up and coming. And I would really love to be a part of that. They're full, so I am on the waiting list, and got my fingers crossed. That would be a really nice one to go to. Not sure. I'm liking my palm trees. It's been a while since I've done palm trees. And like I said, I've never had any formal training, so what I do here, I just make it up as I go along. And sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. I've had a lot of support from my husband with my art. He is very amazing, and I appreciate him. I got to plug him in there so, maybe he can let me have the credit card later, that type of stuff. Okay, let's see. I think that this needs to be a bit wider. And oh, we're getting along there. Yeah. Got a little skinny at the bottom there. We got to give them a little bit more base. Boom, boom, boom. And let's see. This makes me want to go to the beach. Maybe I'll do that this weekend. It's been a while since I've been to the beach. I'm not one of those, and my dog is in my space. Chumba, Chumba, what are you doing in here, buddy? What are you doing? What are you doing? You're gonna get paint all over you. You're gonna. What are you doing? What are you... No, don't lick the face. Get down. Get down. Oh my gosh. Oops. Ah, let me shoot him out. Oh no, go. Come on. Come on. Out. Come on. Come on. No, you're not gonna win everything. You're not supposed to be in my space. Oh yeah, go lay down. Sorry about that, y'all. Real life happens, I suppose. All right. So, yeah, I think I might actually go to the beach this week. Just escape for a little while, maybe. Always good to get out. I don't know. I got lots to do. I got the show coming up for Alyssa's, and I had a lot of artwork to get ready for these other shows coming up. I feel like I'm really doing this wrong. It's been so long. Da, 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 da. All right, we're getting somewhere. Hi, who's going to the beach with me? Cutsy's going night night. Night night, Cutsy. Like I said, she's absolutely amazing. If you could please go like and subscribe. Her coverage on true crime and her nails are both amazing. And if you haven't yet, hit that like and subscribe here. Eventually I'll get a little bit less nervous, a little bit more fun. I don't know. What are we doing? There we go. There's some palm trees happening. Do y'all ever have any songs just randomly pop in your head? Wonder where they come from. There's a few that come up in my mind. And yes, this is just a rambling stream. Like I said, I just wanted to see how things work out painting wise. Nothing heavy, nothing major. But yeah, I do get songs that pop in my head. There's a few of them that I'm sure I think are sent from up above. There, my dad, my grandmother. My husband was deployed. That's where he would send me songs, which is a lot of fun to think about. Any other artists that are in there? Maybe I should have background music, but there's the problem. Maybe some of y'all might know the answer to this out there. If I put background music on, how do I make sure I don't get in trouble with like copyrights and all that crazy shit? because I don't want to be stressed. If some of y'all seasoned people out there, maybe you're watching, you can give me some assistance there on how I can make some of this flow easier. Let's see. I think that some glassy stuff is going to need to go there. And did my dogs mess up my camera? They never come in here. So if you're looking for like a how-to, probably not the right one here. But I'm always happy to show you how I do it. Can't promise you it's the right way. And you'll have to let me know again in the comment section. Thoughts and ideas of maybe some paint kits that can be shipped out, and maybe we could paint along together and post our paintings together on a community wall, that type of thing. I think that would be fun, a lot of fun. I used to do paint classes on Guam. Everybody called me the paint lady. I absolutely loved it. Never in my life thought I would do something like that. I was very shy. I'm still very shy, in case you can't tell by all my rambling. But I had a great time and met some wonderful people. And I think the most amazing thing is the smiles and the memories that everybody got from uh, the paint classes that I had, or paint nights, I call them classes. Uh, that was, to me, so amazing to watch all those smiles and watch those memories happen. People can look back on and say, remember when, and I was a part of that. And that is something that I very much enjoy. So maybe we could still achieve that here somehow, some way. I got ideas, big ideas, and I'd love to hear yours. Maybe we can put all of our ideas together and have some fun evenings. Almost. I should put my glasses on. I need a little bit more color there. Just trying to give it a little bit of depth. I'm not sure if you're able to see because I know I keep moving things. I apologize. And let's see. And I do love about painting is you can put whatever you want. Learned that from Bob Ross. Anybody else watch Bob Ross? Watching in my time, huh? Showing my age. Showing my age, oh no. I need a little bit more green. There's some sand. Maybe some white sand. I think if we need flowers. I like flowers. Yeah, flowers, but been doing a lot of flowers on the flower pots that I've been painting. Let's do this. Oh, found my glasses. Oh, let's find it again. There we go. Maybe now I could actually paint some. Mhm. Yeah, definitely we need some background noise, huh? I don't want no classical music. I want some good, I'd like to have some Bee Gees or something playing, or some heavy metal would be nice too. So I would love any suggestions on how I can make sure that I'm doing that following guidelines still. So we could all kind of listen in and maybe even have a sip or two of wine if we wanted to. All right. So I think we're almost done with this, but I definitely do want to work on, what are they called? Fronds? Fronds up there in the palm tree. Fronds. Let's see. Nothing special, just some little fronds. I do have an Arizona piece that I'm working on. I had actually started on that when I was following Mr. JLR. I was actually going to send it to him as a gift for his great coverage. So yeah, I was one of those that thought maybe he was someone that had turned their life around. And for those that don't know who JLR is, he is a creator that is known for going boots on the ground to cases that are breaking. And he's also known for, really getting out there and asking the questions that maybe mainstream media hasn't asked. But recently he has been known for domestic violence allegations against him. And a little bit more has become known of his past, which is not okay in my book. His past is past. He did his time, right? But did he change? And he had always portrayed himself as somebody who had changed based on the new allegations and the additional items that had not been previously known about his past. I would have to say I don't think he changed. If anything, I think maybe he figured out how to work the system, which a lot of criminals do. Um, Kemper, for one, I mean, he was known for working the system. He learned what to say to the doctors and the psychiatrists to make them feel okay enough to let him back out in society. That Kemper was a serial killer that is also known as the co-ed killer. And the reason why we know so much about him and the truth that he did study in full, he admitted to it, and he's still alive now. Interesting side note about Kemper. Um, he spends his time in prison reading audiobooks. So yes, you can get an audiobook potentially read by a serial killer. Big Ed is what they call him. But he is one to admit that he just figured out what needed to be said to the doctors so that he could get out of the institutions. So these programs and psychology tests and all that fun stuff, they're not foolproof. You know, obviously, true psychopaths can figure out how to get past them. So, is that what JLR did when he got out of the institution? Did he figure it all out? Did he try to turn a new leaf, a good leaf? Are we just misunderstanding him now? I don't think so. In my opinion, I gotta say that a lot nowadays. In my opinion, well, yeah, I think that we are almost done with this little piece right here. Just a little test piece, something to have some fun with. Can't help but keep putting color on there. More color, more color. Any of y'all are watching that used to go to any of my paint nights on one, I'm gonna say, no, you're not done yet. There's one thing that you absolutely must do when you decide that you are done. You have to sign it. Put your name on it. Stand behind it. Anyway, my friends, I do hope that we will get to do many, many more nights like this. I won't be as boring in learning. And I appreciate you being with me while I test out all these things that I have no idea of what I'm still doing. But it's good to practice. Practice makes perfect. And I think I need to change that brush. I'll have to figure out how to get the colors to show up a little bit more. It's definitely. Ooh. I do want one more. Right here, let's see. And just a little bit of grass. A bit more sand. And I think that about does it for the night. We are signed and we are done. Thank you everyone for listening to me just ramble tonight. I appreciate the test run very much. And next go around, be a little bit more planned and a little bit more put together. Maybe not. Maybe not. Anyway, love y'all. Have a great evening. Mwah. Thank you for being here.